All right, today we're going to show you how to use the Datto Continuity appliance with its live snapshots and its continual updates to restore your ShoreTel HQ, which is now MyTel, in a matter of minutes. So we're going to go through it live right now. So here we go. So I'm going to log in the actual server right now. All right, we're in our ShoreTel HQ server, and I'm just going to bring it up here. Bring up the ShoreTel director. I'm going to show you here that I've got my client also working here, so I can change my call handling modes. I can see that I got a voicemail here. I can listen to my voicemails. I can even check that I can log in a voicemail with my phone in the background. And I will call into it. So it's all working.
Welcome to the ShoreTel phone.
And I'll stop. So now what I'm going to do is going to move this out of the way. And we're going to take a look at our Connect director. Going to log into Connect and just show you that I've got it. We'll take a look here and go IP config, and we're at 20.225. All right, so 20.225. So we take a look at connectivity. We got a virtual IP phone that's connected. We take a look at the appliances. It's a virtual IP phone here to 20.200, 20.225. And what we're going to do is we're going to take down this HQ server, which is 20.225. We're going to bring up its latest snapshot using the Datto appliance and restore it within a matter of minutes. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go actually to my vSphere or vCenter, and I'm going to actually shut down this appliance. So I'm going to power it off. And what you will see in the background is that this should disconnect. And I will close it. And then I'm going to go to my Datto device. Now my Datto device, I've actually got recoveries going on. So it's actually running a continual upgrade, and it's running, not upgrade, but a backup. And every time you see incremental backup. So anytime something changes, it's just actually sending the incremental backup. So I've got my HQ server that's now down, and I'm going to go into Restore. And the nice thing about the Datto appliance that we're using right now, it actually has a virtualization on the actual box itself. So I'm going to localize this on the Datto appliance. And I'm actually going to, here are all my virtualization's recovery points, and I'm going to recover it for 12 o'clock, which was 7 minutes ago. And I'm going to start the virtualization. Okay, over on the left-hand side here, I can choose which network I want it on, and I'm going to have it go on the same network, which is the 20 network, and I'm going to start the VM. So we're 3 minutes in. Started the restore a couple minutes ago, and you can see in the background it's actually starting. So one of the things you have to do here is it's actually running in the background. So we're going to have to actually VNC into it so I can get the IP address, because the ShoreTel is not actually up and running because it's actually going to grab whatever IP address it needs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run type VNC, and I'm going to connect to it, and I'm going to bring the password here. Okay, as it's booting up in the background. Paste and connect, and there's my ShoreTel server. Okay, so I'm going to log into it, and primarily what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change it. So number one is so I can get the IP address. Now, granted, if you know the NICA card or the MAC address it's going to be using, you can sort of statically assign that or reserve it. But I'm just going to put in here, let's just say I didn't go through that stuff. So I'm going to go into here, into my configuration, and I'm actually going to go in and check out my IP config. So I'm 20.118. All right, so I can make all the changes from here if I want. I like to usually go in and RDP into it. But what I'll do here is I'll go in and I'll go take a look at my network, change the adapter settings. Okay, because remember it's at 20.118, but we actually want it to go to 192.168.20.225. And it's a subnet, 24-bit subnet, and we want to keep the same DNS. And I'll just put Google in there just in case. So we've got that set up. Okay, and we'll set that so we can actually go in here and go ipconfig, and it's 20.225, and let's just wait for it to update. Let's get that default gateway. Let's make sure our default gateway is there. No default gateway, 192.168.20.254. Apply, OK, and check our IP address, 20.254. So now I've got that working. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to go into my registry. Okay, and under ShoreTel teleworks, I want to make sure that the 20.225 is the actual one that's still there. Okay, it shouldn't change, but what we've done is we've changed the IP address on this server. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to go here and we're going to restart this. And we'll call this plan, continue, and let it restart, which I'm sure we're going to lose our VNC session. Right, ping 192.168.20.225. Wait for it to come up, and there's it's restoring. Now the other thing is it's going to take a while for those services to come up, so we can actually go in here and go in and take a look at these services. So I'm going to log in. And because of the virtualization, it goes really quickly, and the server comes up before the services start, and some of them are on delay. So before we get too excited, what we want to do is we want to go in and take a look at our services and make sure those have started. And we'll go over to the ShoreTel services, and there should be a couple on delayed start, which would be the monitoring service, the PCAP, trunk test service turned off, and then the Shoreware event service. So we're going to wait for that to come up, and once that comes up, we can actually go in and take a look, and I'll hit refresh to see what's going on. Now we could probably start the Shoreware director now, but I just find it easier to take a few seconds. Now let's go back to my client. So my client still can't connect. So I know that it's possibly still waiting or still timing out. So we'll wait for that. Wait for this to come up. And I'm just going to put us on pause till it comes up. All right, as we're waiting for the service to come back up, you see that the server not available has gone away. So I go to my voicemail. You'll see that I have my voicemail here. Let's call voicemail to see if that works on my phone, because my phone would have to re-register as well. Phone now works, so that I know that it's actually assigned to the new switch, actually the new server. I can also go in here and change my call handling modes. Well, those aren't working yet, so we'll have to give it a second. Go to my voicemail. I should be able to listen to my voicemail.
This is a new message for you.
All right, so that works. Okay, so those have come back up, and all I do is refresh here and make sure that our service is all started. So our ShoreTel service have all started. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to open the ShoreTel director. All right, admin, choose me. So everything's looking good. I'm going to go to my connectivity screen. Everything's connected. I go into my status and maintenance of my appliances. They're all connected. So my phone's working, my server's working, and my client is working. And that literally has been 9 minutes now. So we're able to sort of restore that ShoreTel HQ to a virtual appliance that's stored in the virtualization that's happening on the Datto appliance. Bring it up, change a couple of IP addresses if it needs to, reboot it, and then just wait for it to come and reconnect. And in less than 10 minutes, we're up and running. Thanks and have a great day. We'll see you later.